The big question is this: how do we take a seemingly ordinary world and make it beyond extraordinary? In yoga, there is so much more than meets the eye, and it's not just the things we do on our yoga mats that make the biggest difference. That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answer. My name is Austin Bitsis, and welcome to Life as a Secret Yogi. This meditation entails the end of a great conversation with Liz Corwin, which, if you haven't already, you can check out in the previous episode. I hope for all who already listened to our conversation learn something new or simply reframe the way you look at something. And if you're the type of person who has taken action to make life beautiful through the tools of yoga, I'd really appreciate it if you headed over to iTunes and left us a raving review to keep this show going. Every review is read by myself, the host, and your feedback will be most definitely taken into account for future episodes. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Have an extraordinary rest of your day and enjoy this meditation with Liz Corwin.
Even when I'm teaching those that have never meditated before, it just starts with a simple 30 seconds. So wherever you are, if you're seated on a chair, you can stay on the chair. If you're on the ground, feel free to come into a comfortable cross-legged position, whatever that is for you. If you're standing, you're walking someplace, maybe just start to soften the focus. So whatever position you happen to be in, if it's available for you to close the eyes, otherwise just soften the gaze down and out in front of you. If you're seated, you can bring the hands down under the thighs, and we'll start with the palms facing down. Just letting the elbows grow heavy. And then noticing whatever part is touching the earth right now, whether that's the soles of your feet, whether that's the outer hips and the sit bones, the outer ankles. What part of you right now is connected to the ground beneath you? And then from that connection, I just want you to experience or imagine some roots kind of growing down and into the earth. Any color that comes to mind, maybe they're dark, maybe they're a dark red color, maybe there's something else. But see those roots in your imagination and in this experience of snaking down and spreading and splitting and then snaking somewhere else and growing wider and wider into this network, this rooted network, this system beneath the earth's surface. And then as your roots kind of expand and grow deeper out to the sides and down, just see them beginning to interconnect with the roots of others, maybe others in your home. Start to recognize this wrapping around and snaking and intertwining with those around us and in our lives. And then start to track your awareness back up through the roots, right to the base of the sit bones. And feel the heaviness there. Let the knees just soften apart and down. And notice the legs. Notice the thighs, notice the shins, notice the ankles, notice the knees. What energy is living there, what presence. Without any needing to categorize or analyze, just what it feels like right now for you. From that anchoring, bring the thoughts and gaze point right to the base of the sacrum. And like a vine beginning to climb up through the spine, just making its way left and right, around the vertebrae, up through the back of the neck, and all the way out through the crown of the head. This vine is strong, and yet it's adaptable. So just kind of track that imagery within you for a moment. The roots, whatever color they might be, the tailbone, and the winding up through the spine. And then that blossoming out through the crown of the head in all directions. Slowly start to bring your awareness to your breath. Notice if maybe you'd been holding it. Is there any area that you can deepen it here? If you're breathing into the belly, if you're breathing into the chest, if you're breathing into just the throat. Where do you notice it? There's no right or wrong answer, just where do you feel it? Take a really deep breath in. And a full breath out. Just continue with that simple cadence of the breath, noticing the exhale, letting it match and lengthen duration to the inhale. And each time you exhale, feeling the grounding and the anchoring again of the roots and the legs. This is the house of the first chakra, the area of our stability, our home life, our sense of grounding, our sense of support, our security, financial, family life, as I mentioned. All of those things right now that have been stirred up with what is taking place in our society. If that ends, brought something up for you, but what does it feel like there? And take a deep breath in again, and a full breath out. Start to track that awareness just up, right to the base of the pelvis, right to behind the belly button. Up towards the lower ribs, and then up towards the center of your chest. Noticing, just sensing, whatever it is that you feel. Start to bring some awareness up into the throat region, around the shoulders, the jaw. Is anything hidden or stuck? Is it moving freely? Is it easy to breathe through? Bring the awareness right up to the center of the forehead. This third eye space, this place of our intuition and all-knowing. The clarity of our vision with eyes closed. And then slowly bring your awareness all the way up, just hovering right above the crown of the head. And then you can continue following the breath now. Deep breath in and deep breath out, and just track the breath like it's on a little ball. The inhale, it drops all the way down to the root. And then the exhale, it climbs all the way back up through the crown. Take 3 more breaths just like that. Notice the quality of the movement of energy. Notice any areas where it feels stuck or tight or rigid. Slowly start to soften the breath back into a little bit more natural state. You might find that you want to swallow or begin to rub the tongue just kind of on the roof of the mouth at the back of the teeth, bringing yourself back into the here and now. Starting to move the fingertips on your legs. And then drawing the hands up under the thighs and back to the knees. We're awakening this outer body of ours. And then when you're ready, slowly part the eyes, let a little bit of light or maybe darkness creep back in. And come back. We'll join you with eyes open, hands in heart center. Close with just an offering of gratitude. Anything today, this evening, that you're grateful for, no matter how small or insignificant to anybody else. Just find one thing. And the simple act of even searching for something to be grateful for changes the way that our brain is wired, opens us back up. So one small thing, draw it in, take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, gently bow your chin to your chest and just seal it in. so that it becomes not just a thought, but part of every cell in our body. This gratitude, this thankfulness for something that already exists. Thank you.